Good morning! Do you want to hear a story? Good, because I prepared a story for you entitled A Jar of Lollipops. This is a story of a family on how they survived by just eating this jar of lollipops. Come on, and let's start the story. The story happened in Tacloban City 3 days after Typhoon Yolanda, the strongest typhoon in the Philippines, hit the place. Mang Nilo, together with his wife Aling Gloria and their three siblings, namely Andre, Mylene, and Annie, were living on a two-story building that saved their life while the whole city was covered with flood. Early in the morning, Mang Nilo said, "Wake up! Wake up! We have to go to the bus terminal to find a safer place and seek for rescue." And then Aling Gloria said, "That's way too far from here." But Mang Nilu said, "We have to walk." So their three siblings woke up that morning and they have no choice but to walk going to the bus terminal. Andre and Mylene walk hand in hand while little Annie was handled by Aling Gloria. Looking around, there's a lot of dead men and women, dead animals, roofless buildings, and all of these are destructed by that very strong typhoon. They only have five breads and one bottle of water to eat for that whole day, and after that, they don't have anything to eat. While walking, Annie saw something on the mat and said, "Oh, Mama, there's something on the mat." And then Andre and Mylene hurriedly went to the mat and picked that jar. At first, it was filled with mud. And then, when Andre washed it with water, with the rainwater, they saw a jar of lollipop. Mang Nilu said, "Don't eat that. That's unsafe to eat." But Andre and Mylene pleaded, "Father, can we keep it?" While they were walking, the jar of lollipop was kept by Andre. And then at lunch, they don't have anything to eat except for that five slices of bread and one bottle of clean water. Aling Gloria distributed the bread to the family. And they have to distribute the water also so that all of them could drink water and wait when will gonna be the next food that they are going to eat. They walk, they are so tired. Mylene and Andre said, "Father, can we stop for a while because we're too tired. The bus terminal is too far from here." But Mangnilo said, "We still have to walk. We have to reach the bus terminal so that we can find a safer place for us." To make the long story short, before the day will end, they reach the bus terminal. But surprisingly, no bus was there, which means they still have to wait for another day so that some buses could come and fetch them to bring them to a safer place. Aling Gloria grouped their family and she said, "We have to pray." They are wet, they are hungry, they are tired, but they are still encouraging each other to be strong and to wait for the bus to come. After they pray, Aling Gloria saw a lot of children crying because of hunger and tiredness. And she remembered that her children picked up a jar of lollipops. And then she asked Andre, "Andre, where is the jar of lollipops?" And then Andre gave it to her. And then Aling Gloria opened the jar and distributed the lollipops to the people who's there in the bus terminal, which means they shared that lollipop until all of them could eat that lollipop for supper. Surprisingly, all of the people there had that lollipop and they enjoyed that lollipop for that dinner or for that supper time. And then after they eat it, they sleep and they rest. The next morning, All of them was surprised because there are some buses there at the bus terminal. Mang Nilu said that he is grateful and thankful that there are still people who could rescue them. And Aling Gloria also said that God saved them from the typhoon and also because of the jar of lollipops. Did you enjoy the story? The story is about a lollipop or a jar of lollipop and how this jar of lollipop saved people